If you've been researching coastal cities in Southern California, San Clemente is probably on your list. And maybe you're wondering, is this actually the best beach town in South Orange County? Or is it just really expensive with a lot of hype? Because the median home that sold in San Clemente just last month closed at $1.852500. That's not a typo. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly what you get for that money, what the lifestyle looks like day to day, the real pros, the honest cons, and most importantly, who San Clemente is the right fit for, and who might be making a mistake by choosing it over other South Orange County cities. And if you want my full Orange County relocation guide covering schools, neighborhoods, hospitals, and what day-to-day life actually looks like here, that's free in the description. It covers everything you'd want to know before making that decision. Let's get into it. So let me paint the picture first, because San Clemente surprises a lot of people when they actually get here. San Clemente sits at the southern tip of Orange County, about 60 miles south of downtown LA and 60 miles north of San Diego. It's the last city in Orange County before you cross into San Diego County. The city has about 64,000 residents. It's not tiny, but it's also not sprawling either. It still has that small town on the coast feel that a lot of people are specifically looking for when it comes to relocating to Southern California. The architecture here is distinctive. San Clemente was actually developed in the 1920s with a Spanish colonial style, white walls, red tile roofs, arched doorways. That Spanish colonial look, it wasn't an accident, it was actually a mandate. In 1925, a former mayor of Seattle named Ole Hansen actually bought 2,000 acres of land halfway between LA and San Diego. His pitch to buyers was simple: a Spanish village by the sea where every single home would follow that same architectural style, no exceptions. He wanted to build a city where people could live more pleasantly than anywhere else in America. What's remarkable is that after the Great Depression hit, the city actually dropped the requirement. You no longer had to build Spanish colonial, but people kept doing it anyway, because by then, that was San Clemente. That's why when you drive down Avenida Del Mar today, it still feels cohesive. It's one of the most architecturally consistent coastal cities in California. It doesn't feel like a strip mall suburban Orange County most people picture. It feels like a different place entirely. You got a real downtown, you got the pier, you got T Street, one of the most famous surf breaks in Southern California. And here's what I hear over and over from people who move here from the Bay Area or from out of state. It doesn't feel like what I expected Southern California to feel like. What they mean is that it's not loud, it's not trying to impress you, it's genuinely beautiful and super laid back and very livable. Okay, let's talk real numbers. According to the most recent sales data, 70 homes sold in San Clemente last month. That median sold price was $1,852,500. The sold homes data is telling us they're selling at exactly 100% of list price. Not above asking like 2021, but not below either. The median days on market for closed sales was 10 days. That means that well-priced homes are moving fast. In the $1.3 to $1.6 million range, you're looking at condos and townhomes or smaller detached homes in the inland neighborhoods like Talega, 3 bedrooms, solid construction, good schools nearby. Not ocean view living, but a real foot in the door. In the $1.6 to $2 million range, this is where most families land. Detached single-family homes in Talega or Forester Ranch, 3 to 4 bedrooms, a real yard, sometimes partial ocean or canyon views from the elevated neighborhoods. Above 2 million, think ocean views become accessible. You're looking at Southwest San Clemente near the pier, near T Street. The closer you get to the water, the faster prices escalate. Above 3 million, you're in full ocean view estate territory, Cypress Shore, Marblehead, Bluff-top properties. Now, if you're coming from the Bay Area, San Jose, Palo Alto, San Francisco, you already know what 1.85 million gets you there. You're fighting over 1,200 square feet with no yard. In San Clemente at 1.85 million, you're getting a real house, real outdoor space, and you're about 10 minutes from the Pacific Ocean. That's a trade-off a lot of NorCal families are making right now, and most of them tell me that they wish they'd done it sooner. San Clemente is not one neighborhood. It's a collection of pretty distinct areas, and which one makes sense for you really depends on what you're prioritizing. Talega is a master plan community on the eastern side of the city, built out primarily in the early 2000s. Newer construction, HOA maintained streets, pools, parks, and sports courts. The Talega Golf Club, designed by Fred Couples, it's right in the middle of it. For families, Talega is usually the first conversation. The schools in the area are among the strongest in Capistrano Unified, and the price point is more accessible than the other coastal side, roughly 1.3 to 2 million, depending on the sub-community. The recent sales data shows that Talega homes selling at a median of 1.850 million, with a median of just 9 days on the market. This tells you that demand is real here. The trade-off, Talega is about 10 to 15 minutes from the beach by car. If walking out your door to the ocean is a non-negotiable, Talega is not that. But if you want top schools, newer construction, community amenities, and more house for your money, it checks a lot of boxes. Forester Ranch sits on the ridgeline between downtown San Clemente and the eastern hillside. You got a mix of homes, some from the 70s and 80s and some newer. And the elevation gives you a lot of properties with panoramic views towards the ocean and San Onofre. The reserve in Forester Ranch is worth knowing about. It's a collection of more modern homes built in the 2010s, larger lots, south-facing views, for buyers who want newer construction plus views without paying those full coastal prices. This is honestly a great option. Also worth noting, Forester Ranch generally has no Melrose. That matters when you're running the real monthly payment cost. This is the Pier Bowl area, that original San Clemente. The Spanish colonial homes, the downtown, the pier, T Street, walking distance to Avenida Del Mar, direct beach access. Also the most expensive part of the city. Detached homes here start at about $2 million and escalate quickly from there. Inventory is super tight, and when something well-priced hits the market, it moves fast. There are other great neighborhoods in San Clemente. If you're seriously considering the city, reach out to me if it would be helpful to learn more and chat through your options. San Clemente falls within the Capistrano Unified School District, one of the larger and well-regarded districts in Orange County. A few schools worth knowing by name: Lobo Elementary in Talega, rated a 9 out of 10 on gradesschools.com. You have Shore Cliffs Middle School, 8 out of 10, and you have San Clemente High School, 8 out of 10. These are solid numbers. Not quite Irvine Unified Territory, which is the gold standard in the county, but consistently strong with a real community feel that a lot of families actually prefer compared to larger, more competitive districts. If schools are a priority, Talega is where most families with school-age kids land. All right, let's talk about the commute, because this is the question I get most from buyers relocating. John Wayne is about 30 minutes north without traffic. Irvine Spectrum is about 30 to 35. San Diego is 55 to 60 minutes. Downtown LA is about 70 to 90 minutes, really depends on when you leave. And honestly, here's the reality. If you're commuting to a traditional office in LA every day, San Clemente is gonna be a tough commute. That I-5 through Orange County and LA can be brutal during peak hours. But the buyers moving here from the Bay Area and Texas right now are largely remote or hybrid workers. For someone flying out of John Wayne twice a month or driving 35 minutes to Irvine 2 to 3 days a week, San Clemente's location is actually pretty workable. Also, you have the Amtrak Pacific Surfliner that also runs through San Clemente. There's 2 stops, which really gives you a great rail option to San Diego or LA if you rather not drive. Let's talk about the pros. First, beach access without Newport prices. San Clemente gives you a genuine coastal lifestyle at a meaningful discount compared to Newport or Laguna Beach. You're not giving up much to save $500,000 to $1 million plus on your home. Second, the downtown is real. Avenida Del Mar is walkable, it's charming, it's genuinely local. Think Village by the Sea, good restaurants, coffee, independent shops. It doesn't feel like a strip mall with a beach attached to it. Third, you have strong schools and a genuine community feel. Talega and Forester Ranch, amongst other neighborhoods, consistently get high marks from families. Tight-knit in a way that's hard to find in larger Orange County cities. Let's talk about the cons. First, inventory is tight and it moves fast. The current market time for San Clemente is 65 days on average, but the well-priced homes, especially in Talega, are going in about 10 days. You need to be pre-approved and ready to move. Second, it's the longest commute of any South Orange County city if you're going to a traditional office in LA or even Irvine every day. Third, some neighborhoods in the hills carry fire risk. Parts of Forester Ranch and inland areas are in the higher fire-rated zones. It's not a deal breaker, but it affects insurance costs and it's worth researching before you commit. As a side note, I have a great insurance broker if you need somebody to talk to. So who is San Clemente the right fit for? If you're coming from the Bay Area, have a budget of 1.8 to 3 million, and you want that coastal California with that genuine small town feel, San Clemente is probably the strongest option in South Orange County for you. The lifestyle trade is real. You're getting significantly more home, a real community, a slower pace. And if you're actually hybrid or remote, the commute balance with the lifestyle San Clemente offers is super hard to beat. If you're coming from Texas or the Pacific Northwest and you want that real Southern California beach town experience, San Clemente is the answer. T Street, the pier, the Spanish architecture, the farmers market on Sundays. That is the version of Southern California that most people move here for. If you're a local move-up buyer with kids and you're prioritizing schools and community over beach proximity, but it's still very drivable, Talega is one of the best family neighborhoods in all of South Orange County. Who is San Clemente not the right fit for? If you're commuting to a traditional office in LA 5 days a week, look at Dana Point, Laguna Niguel, Mission Viejo, or other North County areas first. The commute from San Clemente will get tiring, and if your budget is $1.2 million for a detached home, San Clemente is going to be a frustrating search for you. Lake Forest or Aliso Viejo will give you more options at that price point. All right, that's San Clemente. If you're thinking about moving to South Orange County and you want help to navigate this market, I put together a free Orange County relocation guide that breaks down all the neighborhoods, pricing, and what to expect. I'll drop the link in the description. And if you want to talk strategy, book a call with me. I'll walk you through exactly how to find the right home and write a winning offer, even in a competitive market. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.